Get the most insightful analysis on everything football every week. My name is Ayomide Sotubo, and this is the Nutmeg. So we're back from the international break, and from November up till March, no international. So that means a lot of quality matches to look forward to in European football. Anyways, we look through to the Premier League as action returns. Manchester United welcoming new boss Ruben Amorim, also prime focus on that. But the big game this weekend is between Manchester City and Tottenham Hotspur, and we'll be doing a preview of that amongst other games. My name is Ayomide Sotubo. Welcome to the Nutmeg here on Guardian TV. Okay, I've got a fine man with me here to, of course, talk about matches to look forward to this weekend. With, of course, Manchester City up against Tottenham being the prime focus. And great to have you, as always, Hogan, on the show.
Thank you very much. It's my pleasure.
Yeah, of course. A pleasure also that we'll have a lot of games for the next couple of months before the international break would return. But we'll start with Manchester City against Tottenham Hotspur. Pep Guardiola's side definitely is one to look out for. Before the break, 4 matches they lost. So that was the first time ever happened under Pep Guardiola in his era there at the Etihad. Now, is this a cause of concern? Do you think that they are in any sort of crisis, with the title race in mind? Liverpool, Arsenal also been in the mix.
Yes, this is the first time we're going to have a Guardiola team without squad depth of players having to give us qualities of the other players that are starting. Ever since Rodri went on injury, it's been a difficult ride for the team, especially in their midfield. We also have the likes of Kevin De Bruyne also injured too, and other players that they've all actually been struggling, with injuries. The likes of Doku, the likes of Saviola, Savinho, and many other persons, many Diaz from the back line, even the goalkeeper, Anderson, they've always had this injury and it's not been really, really smooth for them. But we are looking at it that, okay, after this international break, they'll be able to come back into the game. Of course, Rodri, it's a long-term, injury, but we are looking at it that Kovacic should be able to come into stepping into that shoe. Though it's a very big shoe for him
to fill,
yeah, but we expect that he'll be able to come.
Spurs are also having a rough ride.
Yes.
They've not started particularly well. Andre Postecoglou's job is also on the line. He might even be the next coach to be sacked. But in this one, where do you see the difference being made between both sides, Man City and Tottenham? Not great form at the moment, but who do you reckon takes the game?
Okay, as Guardiola faces his own injury spell, we also have Postecoglou not also facing players not being in form. Presently, Bentancur is going to be missing many of the games.
Yeah, for the ban.
So in the midfield, it's also an issue. But I feel that we have a better side, a better complete team for Tottenham. But we have more hungry players from Manchester City.
Spurs always give Man City a very difficult game whenever they meet. So is that an indication that Man City could lose 5 on the bounce?
Yes, it's a game of football. Anything can happen. You can have most times we say this team is better off than this team on paper, but at the end of the day, everything boils down to 90-minute plus game. So let's see. Every one of the coaches have gone back, to be able to rethink and re-strategize during the international break. So let's see how it goes. Hopefully, many of the players are returning back from injury and some of them are in form after the international
break.
One
manager will be resuming a new job, Ruben Amorim. So Manchester United will play against Ipswich Town in that one. So, how do you see that one going? Smooth introduction to life perhaps for Ruben?
Yes, I feel it's going to be a smooth introduction because for the past few games during Van Nistelrooy's rain, if I can say that.
As short as it was.
Yes, they were playing well, but we know that there is some issue. There's some issues that they still need to tackle. We hope that Amorim is going to be able to tackle those issues. Hopefully, some players are returning back from injury, likes of Euro, who has not even played a single match in this season. It's looking like a new signing for the new coach, which is Amorim, and the likes of Luke Shaw, who has not played any single game too, is coming into the game too. So we and Malasia and many others. Mount Su is also coming back from injury. So I believe that it's a new chapter, it's a new process, it's a new style of play. Though it will take a while before we start to say, yes, this team is set. But however, I feel like the process is going to start.
Okay, a lot of optimism on that front. Let's move away from English football. Italy, Serie A, things are quite interesting because position 1 to 6 are all title contenders as things stand. Leading the pack now is Napoli, 26 points. And you look further down to 6th, you'll find Juve. They have 24. That's 2 points between themselves. And you have likes of Atalanta, Lazio also in the mix. You know, interesting one. But looking ahead to the weekend, Napoli will face Roma. And then Antonio Conte has, had a great job. He's done a fantastic job so far. Juventus also will face Milan. Milan are, just a couple of points apart. 24 points to Juventus and then 18 for Milan. And that looks like a very, very interesting game to look forward to.
Yes, in Italy, I feel that Italy has had one of the most fun competitions so far, aside the Premier League, because the distance is not that much between the two teams. Between the teams, we have about 4 or 5 teams, having a very close, margin to the table based on point. For Napoli Roma, you see, Roma has just appointed a new coach.
A new coach, yes. And
It's
not
a
had a great
coach
start,
coming back again, but I feel that there's something we call new coach bounce back. So let's see if they can bounce back. But Napoli so far under Conte, they've been fantastic. Their new signings have actually been blending effectively into the team, and the style of play has been there. The Conte has been able to say, oh, this is what I want to do, this is how I want to play, and he has been playing it effectively. Lukaku has been on point,
McTominay,
and even Gilmore, they've been doing fantastically well in that team. I feel that somehow they did not really miss Osimhen, that they let go, because someone else has been able to fit into that team. So, but however, I'll still go with Napoli to still win the game against AS Roma.
Juventus have not lost a game so far. Yeah,
yes.
Interestingly, in the Serie A, they've not lost at all.
Yeah, Juve against Milan, it's going to be another serious.
Meanwhile, Milan also have just they have had a difficult start to life too in the league. Paulo Fonseca, their coach, has also not done great.
Yes, so that's the reason why I'm going to go in for Juve, because definitely immediately you start watching any Juventus game, you know what these people are going in for. Young players, hungry, just want to get the 3 points and nothing more. But let's see Milan. Let's see if this international break has helped the coach to be able to analyze what are those things that are actually having that the team is having issues with, exploiting his own pattern and all. So let's see if they are going to be able to bounce back and even get much more better.
And they are not too far off, 18 and 26 points or thereabouts. That's about 8 points difference from the top. So probably they could still put themselves in the conversation for the title race. But thank you very much, Hogan.
Thank you very much
for your insights and contributions on the show. And thank you very much for watching. You can be part of the Nutmeg community on YouTube. You subscribe to our channel, Guardian Nigeria. You get all our latest content while also getting every bit of the new content that we release when you tap the notification bells. As well, you can follow us on social media. We're Guardian Nigeria on all platforms. And of course, we'll come your way next episode, and we'll see, of course, how the round of games goes in this one. Thank you again, Hogan.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.